Hello guys, welcome to Benanti TV. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for watching this particular one. It's been a while. Something came up and so we went on a break. We are back. This time around we are going to do it big and better. So stick and stay with us as we bring you more content on this channel. Help expand this channel by subscribing, sharing, tell a friend to tell a friend so that he can also tell another friend to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much. So we are going to be talking about the continent of Africa. Okay, with that being said, from now onwards we are going to have some series of conversation that we are going to talk about the continent of Africa. You see, when we are able to project the entire continent out there, that is when the individual countries are going to benefit. Now the continent is gaining a whole lot of exposure. People are getting to know the continent. Because of now social media, it's making it possible. Then the YouTube fraternity and other media outlets are making it possible that the whole world is seeing what we have in this continent. Over the years, hardly will anybody say anything about the continent. Whatever they usually have to say is the negative stuff. People are hungry, famine, and all that, projecting Africa as a continent that is full of beggars, disease-stricken continent, pestilent, famine and what have you. But now people are now getting to know that there is so much more that a continent offers to the world than they are being misled to understand or to know. You see, people in the past never knew that most of the things that they are using to produce their stuff is from the continent of Africa. Their minds were washed, and then what they were thinking about is Africa is a begging continent where you go to the Western world to seek assistance, seek for financial aids and what have you. Now, because of social media and the internet, people are able to see what the continent is and what it stands for, or what it does to the whole world. If we are going to continue to project the continent to everybody, the entire world, then I think that is something we need to do cohesively. The various countries in the continent are supposed to come together. We are supposed to put our heads together to project the continent. It is good, everybody is doing it in their separate countries. We should do it in a way that will project the entire continent than just projecting individual countries. Our forebears, like the Kwame Nkrumahs and the rest, were trying to unite the entire continent and make it a United States, but it wasn't successful. That would have helped us immensely. Imagine we all putting our resources together, all the countries in the continent putting our resources together would have been the superpower of the whole world. But they tried, and because of certain reasons the various countries had at that time, it wasn't successful. And I think it is still possible. We could do it. Because if the old folks that don't support that idea because of their selfish desire and their selfish motives, we are the next generation. And if we can make it work, then we need to start talking about it now. We need to start pushing it into people's mind, pushing it into people's consciousness, letting people know and understand the importance of we coming together as one United States. Because the future is ours, we the youth. When the old folks are no longer there, we are going to take over. So if they decided not to make it happen in the past, we can do it. So we can start the process now so that probably in the future we can make it happen. Even if we are not able to make it a United States, at least it should be a continent where free trade and then freedom of movement should be made possible, so that if I wake up today and I'm going to a different country in a continent, I wouldn't have to think about getting a visa. I wouldn't have to think about someone stopping me at the border and preventing me from crossing. It should be made easy so that Africans can go to other African countries, come back, go and do business there, come back. We should be able to link the entire continent with rail system, so that when we have these bullet trains, you can visit one country and come out the same day. You can transact business, move from one country to the other, and then you'll be able to come back the next day. You see, if we cannot do business among ourselves, it becomes difficult doing business in other continents. You see, that is why we are not able to maximize the potential we have as a continent. Imagine we coming together as a continent, and then like Ghana contributing cocoa, South Africa has gold, Ghana has gold, and we have companies that are able to take these raw resources and change them to finished goods, and then we sell them to the other world. Don't you think the continent will make a lot of money? There are rich folks in this continent that could invest in getting that infrastructure that is capable of transforming our raw materials into finished goods. But just because that cohesion is not there, it's very difficult for a rich person in one country to source these raw materials from another country within the continent. We live in this continent, and we prefer selling our raw materials to the Western world than individuals within the continent that have the ability to buy these raw materials. We practice everybody for himself, God for us all, and it hasn't helped us all these years. So why must we continue to do the same thing and expect a positive result? You see, now our music is going places. The movie industry too is doing well. So imagine we Africans patronizing what we have within the continent. So we need to take action as youth. For the old folks, whatever ideas they have, let them have it, and they will soon go away, and we are going to take over. And if we are taking over, are we going to behave like they did, or are we chartering a new path that will help the entire continent? If we are going to chart a new path, we need to start from now. We need to start planning now, so that in the future it will happen. We don't have to wait till the future before we think about what we are going to do. If you have any action to take, we'll take it now. As youth, whatever mistake that has been done in the past, we are supposed to just cut it, because whether we think about it or not, it is gone. So the question and the point of contention should now be, what are we doing differently so that we can realize the positive impacts that we want to have in the continent? I am happy now. The internet is making us come together, and it's a good start. YouTubers from different parts of the continent are coming together, sharing ideas, projecting what we have in this continent. We should push it like that, so that one day, if we don't become a United States, at least that freedom, continental freedom, should be there, so that I won't go to Zambia and then I'll be harassed by immigration officials just because I'm a Ghanaian. We need to do it, and we need to start now. Peace out.